Alright, Mrs. Macaulay. Like I explained earlier on before you signed the consent, the procedure is called a manual vacuum aspiration.
Hey guys, welcome back to yet another exciting video from Deb, and in today's video I'll be reviewing the latest episode on Skinny Girl in Transit season 6 episode 4. Guys, this episode, I just want to say thank you to Ndani. Like, this is why I love Ndani. Like, I feel every of their season has something it's trying to teach. It's not just entertainment, but they are trying to teach a life lesson, and this episode did just that. And I could just pinpoint two particular areas it was trying to teach us how people handle grief and losses, and also how to handle a bad relationship. From the last episode, we realized that Tiwalade lost a pregnancy, and I already started thinking of how would Mide react, because the time Mide lost his dad in the previous season, the way he handled the loss was just so bad. So I was like, oh my god, how will he handle this one, since he had even started building baby cot at just 2 months? So like, he's not going to handle it well. But in this season, we are now seeing how Tiwa handles her own loss and grief, and guys, it's not funny. There was one of the scene where she ran out of the bedroom and entered the toilet, and then was criticizing herself, saying negative things to herself. I just couldn't see people grieve in certain ways, but that was just so sad to watch. Like, she kept telling herself, is it because she's fat, her body could not hold the baby, her body is rejecting her baby, only if she could lose more fat. It was really so sad to watch, but it was just so sad to watch. But I get out how she was handling her grief.
Reject my baby. How?
Another thing to also note was why she was busy grieving and all. She wasn't going to. She didn't want to allow Mide in. She was not allowing Mide in on how she was feeling about it, and Mide was feeling all lost, feeling shut out, and I get it would have been annoying as far, okay, my partner is going through this, I just wish she could talk, she could vocalize it, so we can go through it together, so we can grieve together. But none of that was coming from Tiwa. But yeah, I guess it's how she grieved. But of course, it did have an effect on Mide, where it led to an argument and the rest. That Tiwa, out of annoyance, decided to go back to her mother's house. And while she was at the mother house, Mama Tiwa was like, hello, where are you going to? Like, where are you going to? Not in my house. And then she's like, you will not even ask me where I'm coming from and all that. At first I was like, Mama Tiwa, at least ask your daughter why she's coming back. But yes, Mama Tiwa got to ask, and Mama Tiwa told her, did your husband beat you? She said no. Did he punish you? Did he abuse you? No. So what's the problem? They had a misunderstanding. So Mama Tiwa was like, yeah, go back to him, you guys go and settle your issue and all, settle it before you don't come to my house. This is my own husband's house. Go to your husband's house and settle whatever dispute you're having between you and your husband. Fuck it out, talk it through. But yeah, Tiwa was not even ready to listen to all of that. She's like, okay, she's going into her room. But I love the fact that Mama Tiwa went ahead to call me there and like, see, your wife is in my house, whatever is the problem, just come over and speak to her. And it was so nice to see that Mama Tiwa was in, and she went all her way to do that. And then we saw that Mide came over to speak to her and told her, baby girl, see, I know we are all good, we are all grieving differently, but please just open up to me. I just want to know how you are feeling, I want to know how you are doing, I want us to grieve together. And at that point, I think Tiwa had time to think things through, and she realized that, let her actually express herself to her husband, like, because at the end of the day, yes, she lost the child, but also Mide is also the father. Mide was also the father of the child, so Mide definitely is also going through his own loss, and it's to be nice for both of them to talk through their losses and grief together, and so that they can find a better way to come out of it. And so it was so nice at the end of the day, she let in, and she was ready to do that with Mide. So it was so nice to see that. So the next lesson that we learned from this episode today is about handling bad relationship, and which was portrayed to Shalewa and Mohammed. So yes, guys, Mohammed is back from his trip to the north, and it comes to say Shalewa, and then Shalewa informs him about what is happening and why everybody's mood is so down. Then we see that Mohammed goes out to meet his brother, and brother like, oh, have you told? And he say, no, it's a bad time. You can't tell her now. And I'm like, okay, what do you want to tell Shalewa? What do you want to say? So we can see he comes back again to speak to Shalewa, and he's like, oh, I think you need a break. Like, I hope everything is fine. And like, do you want, like, should we go out and all that? And then why he's saying that, then Shalewa asks him, okay, how did your trip go and all, like, what do I need to know about how was your trip to the house? And it's like, oh, he was fine, he saw old faces and all. And Shalewa said, okay, faces that I know. Did you see anyone that I know? And then it's taking forever to answer the question, then goes and says, oh yes, Farida was there and all. So Shalewa was like, and then he was like, oh yes, Farida. So Shalewa asked, did you know Shalewa was going to be there? He was like, oh yes, that he picked her up when they were going. So Shalewa is like, oh, so that's why you didn't want me to come along on the journey with you. And he's like, oh no, he did not know everything. So Shalewa is like, okay, now it's been 2 weeks since you got back. You didn't have in mind to say it, and you think I was not going to find out that. Anyways, I found out when I had called you through the through FaceTime. Guys, remember in the last episode when she called him through FaceTime, and she saw something on the call, but we just didn't know what it was. Then now he comes back, and then why Siwa then comes inside the house and he's trying to greet Tiwa and say, I'm sorry for your loss. And Tiwa like, oh, why are you sorry? And all that. Then when Tiwa walks away, he goes and say, oh my God, oh no, like, he's so sorry. Why do people think that he's just really sorry? Then Charlotte goes in to hug him, thinking, oh, don't worry, everything is fine. And while they are hugging, Mohammed, being a trash person, decides to tell her that, I'm sorry, I mistakenly slept with Farida.
Oh, we had sex.
Mohammed, what? What is you mistakenly slept with Farida? How do you mistakenly sleep with somebody? Guys, how do someone mistakenly sleep with another person? I think I want to know, how does that happen? Because I really don't get. So he goes ahead to say that, and then Shalewa is shocked and startled, and she's like, she releases the hug, and she's confused as to, what are you saying? Then we see that she's there sitting down, and she's just thinking, what am I gonna do? What is really going on? Then we can see Mohammed busy begging. It was a mistake. He didn't intend for it to happen. I still don't get how sex was a mistake. If it was a mistake, is that is rape or something? So how did the sex happen and it was a mistake? Like, I don't understand that. And he's like begging her, saying some very ridiculous stuff that was just so annoying, and all asking her to forgive him, that he's just one, that she let it go. Guys, please, what you can't take, don't dish it out to someone else. So he does that. But guys, I love how Shalewa handled it. Like, guys, Shalewa has grown from the character we used to know in the first season, whereby Shalewa was just, she wanted to buy this with the spoiled brat. Right now, we have seen our growth level, and our response to Mohammed was beautiful. So Shalewa replies him and said, Mohammed, you don't practice what you ought to preach, and I know it's hard for you to tell that. It was so hard for you to have come to confess this, but it's okay. And she tells him, Mohammed, it's time. We can let go. That we can let go. Like, let's let go of this relationship. And she tells him, Mohammed, you can go home. That was that, like, nah. See, guys, learn lesson from Shalewa. Like, I can't believe that we are right now learning something from matured Shalewa, but this is beautiful. Like, it's time, just let go. Let's go home. And then she pats him and walks away. Yours, coin, yours. This is a very beautiful thing to see, and a very beautiful lessons to learn, guys. It's beautiful. With that being said, I just want to say a big shout out to Ndani. Thank you once again for another lesson that you've taught us with this episode, and we appreciate it. So you guys, just like our queen said,
go home, Mohammed.
Alright guys, so that's the end of this video here today, and yeah, thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, drop your comments, tell me guys, what do you think? What lesson do you learn from Queen Shalewa? Let me know in the comment section below. Until my next video guys, stay blessed.